Hey guys, welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today we are at an airport that I just finished building in my world. Now, today we're going to build a Minecraft airplane. Though this airplane does not need any mods, but it doesn't know how to fly, so you're going to have to just keep it on the ground. Just like that one over there in that corner. But this one is going to be a little bit smaller because that one is a jumbo jet. This is just going to be a regular passenger jet that will fly in between the Minecraft areas in the world. Now, let me give you a quick tour of my airport. Over there was the cafe. Here's like a little store where you can buy stuff before your flight. You can buy all sorts of tools and other things. And then over there we're going to head in. Here is where you get to check in for the airlines. This is the airline counter for the blue airline and the red airline. And over here is the luggage conveyor belt where you can put a luggage in and it will send it down the conveyor belt for the workers to pick it up and load it on the plane. So let's do a quick demonstration and let's use brown wool. There we go. I'm going to use brown wool for the demonstration. All you do is just put your luggage, your so-called luggage, over there, push the button, and it sends it down into the little thing. Put your next luggage and push the button again, and it will send it down into the little room where the airline workers will just go in, just like that, and take your luggages, walk over to the doors that lead outside, and load them on the plane. Now the plane is not here yet, so we're going to have to build it right there. Now as you can see, I have my pilot suit on, and I'm ready to build my airplane. Now out here is the rest of the runway, and over there is the tower, the radio control tower. And over here is the luggage pickup area. Works on the same principle as the other luggage sending machine, which also features a conveyor belt and a piston that sends back your luggages. So this is where you go to pick up your luggages after you have come back from your plane journey. Now out here is the gate terminal. We haven't finished it yet. We still have to build a lot of things. But we've got the basics things down. We have a giant skylight over here, and we have already one plane over here. This is the jumbo jet, which has a business class and an economy class. But the plane that we're building today will only have the economy class because it's going to be a much smaller plane, and it won't have nearly as much as that one. But it's still a great plane. To build the jumbo jet, all you have to do is just expand the top and the sides by 1 block. So you can build them any size you want, but this is the basic shape that we're going to be doing today. And you can feel free to make it any bigger or smaller than you want, so you can have an ideal sized plane. First, let's start off with the nose of the plane. Now, I'm not really going to go in depth on how to make it, just please pay attention to the pattern that I'm making, because I myself am just doing trial and error here, since I can't really remember much from what I did earlier on in the other plane. But I'm gonna try to make it right, and just for now follow along at what I do. By now, the bottom part of your plane nose is complete, so now all you have to do is finish the top. Now here we're going to place some windows, and for what you do for the windows is we're going to use glass block. So let me just get some right here, there we go, and just follow along as I make the window. I'm going to probably have to delete some blocks, yeah, and I'm going to just try to do the best that I can to finish the window. Okay, that's not right. No, that's not gonna work either. So, I mean, you could do that if you want to, but I'm not gonna do it because it makes the plain box here. So I'm just gonna delete these two and leave the two on the front. Okay, there we go. Your windows are now complete. Now we will be making the visor, which is the top window over here. So it just goes right over there, and delete this block. So now you have completed your window and your airplane window visor. Now all you have to do to complete the rest of the plane is make a shape just like this. And we're going to do the same shape over all the way to the end of the aircraft for 40 blocks, starting from the tip of the nose. Okay, so your nose should look like this by now. Let's just add a light down here. And 40 blocks from the tip of the nose to the back, we are going to extend the blocks. After you have finished filling in your entire aircraft, your aircraft should start to look like this, a giant hollow tube that is just floating in mid-air. All we have to do now is add the antenna up here. So we're going to add it the third block from the top right over there, just like so. And now we're going to do the windows inside the aircraft. The proper placement for windows is one block away from the door. So what we do is leave one block there, and we're going to make every other block empty so that we can fill it in with glass and make the windows. Continue to do that for the rest of the aircraft and do the same thing on the other side. Now we must fill in the back of the aircraft. To do this, we're going to use a simple pattern that uses an extension of the aircraft all the way through here. So what we're going to do is place something like this and follow closely to my pattern, where we just basically do one block longer than the previous block placed until the top of the aircraft has been reached. Once you have finished, the back of your airplane should curve just like this. Now let's do the front wheel. In order to place the front wheel, we're going to go 8 blocks away from the first block on the aircraft right here, all the way down here. And we're going to put another block down here. I'm just going to put a black wool here and buttons on both sides. And there you have it, a wheel. Now that the front wheel is completed, we're going to go to the back of the aircraft and create the rear stabilizer. And what you do is you place 8 blocks from the back of the aircraft just like this, and make a staircase going up all the way to the end of the aircraft. Now all we have to do to complete the rear stabilizer is make it curve backwards. So all we're going to do is just make an upside down staircase following this pattern that I'm doing right now. If you choose to, you can add a design to enhance the look of the stabilizer wing. Also, for this size of the aircraft, we're going to take one layer off the top, leaving only 7 steps in this staircase in the front. Now that your vertical stabilizer wing is complete, it's time to make the horizontal stabilizer wings. Start from 1 block in front of the staircase and go all the way 4 blocks to the back. Extend each of these rows out 2 blocks until you have reached the final block at the final part of the wing. Now all you need to complete the wing is a wing tip, which we place just like that. And underneath the wing tip, we're going to place a torch, which will look sort of like a safety light on the aircraft wings. So now we do the same thing for the other side of the aircraft. Check to make sure that both wings are equal and evenly spaced. Now we will make the main wings. To start the wings, place a first block 5 blocks away from the entrance, and complete the same pattern as you did for the horizontal stabilizers. Once completed, the wing should be 6 blocks thick by the windows or take up 3 window spaces. Now we will make the wing tips. For the larger wing, we will use 2 blocks. After revising the plan, I have realized that we need to add 1 block to the very end of the wing. Just carry over the wing tips. Now we will do the same exact thing for the other side of the aircraft. This is how your aircraft should look by now. Next, we will add the safety lights right below the wing tips on this side and on this side as well, right here. Now we will add the rear wheels of the airplane. To do this, count 6 spaces away from the end of the wing and go underneath the aircraft and put one block right over here. Now there are several different designs. You can do this design, which I'm going to do right now, in which you have 3 different wheels for the aircraft. One in the middle, I know you can't really see it because it's night, but one in the middle and 2 on the sides. Then you simply add the buttons that serve as the rims of the wheels to all wheels of the aircraft. If you don't like this design, you can do the design that I'm just about to do here, which will only have 2 wheels but looks much better on the aircraft. After finishing the wheels, we will now make the airplane engine. To do this, we will start a simple pattern, going 2 blocks away from this part of the wing here, and extending it all the way, stopping 1 block from here. Once you finish making the top row, extend downwards and make the sides. Afterwards, we will make the bottom in order to make a hollow tube to place the engine in. To finish making the turbine, we will close it off in the back. Since the hollow turbine is now complete, we will place coal ore to serve as an engine and a button in the center. Now repeat this process for the other wing. And by now your plane should look like this. So let's move on to the interior of the plane and do the carpeting. Once the carpeting is complete, we will place nether brick stairs as seats in between each window, all the way to almost the back, but leaving a little bit of space for the bathroom and the galley. And let's just add 1 more seat and 1 more window here in the front. Now we will be making the door frame for the pilot's cabin. To do that, we will use light gray wool to blend in with the rest of the wool in the aircraft. Now we will place an iron door with a button to separate the pilot from the rest of the plane. After you have placed the button on the other side, place more wool to make another archway, this time leaving 2 blocks of space between the first archway and the second archway. This part doesn't need a door. Now place a note block on each side. These note blocks will be then used to make the signal for boarding. remember that the pilots also need a place to sit, so be sure to leave them 2 seats over here. Now we're going to set the blocks, and to do that we're going to set the first block over here to like a reddish note, and then this one over here to a violet note. Now it should make this kind of a sound for boarding. Next, add various buttons which really don't serve any purpose other than for decorational purposes. And afterwards, we're going to place a redstone repeater which serve as the main controls for steering the plane. One for this pilot, and a backup for this one, which is facing the wrong way, so okay, again, there we go, 3rd time is always the best. After finishing the pilot's cabin, move on to the back and place the emergency supply kits. In these kits, we will keep various things like carpeting, walls, and doors, torches, and redstone torches as emergency supplies. And in the other kit, we will keep gold chest plates to serve as life jackets. But I'll do that later. So for right now, I'm going to go back to the rear of the plane and start creating the bathroom. Create a large enough bathroom so that you have enough room to walk in, and so that you also have room in the back where you can keep stuff for the galley, such as food and water. Make the bathroom doorway towards the front, and then construct a toilet in the bathroom. Once you have finished the bathroom, place 3 dispensers in the kitchen galley to hold food and water for the passengers. Don't forget about the buttons for the dispensers. Now we will construct the main entrance doorway. In order to construct this, we will have to use light gray wool so that we know where the doorway is and so that it effectively closes off the aircraft. Just like that. Regular doors won't work because they will leave a little airspace open and allow air from the outside to get into the pressurized cabin. Of course, this airplane can't fly, but, you know, make it more realistic. Let's not forget about the emergency supplies and place the life jackets, which were the gold chest plates, into this chest. And then into this chest we will place various building materials such as carpeting and walls and doors, torches and redstone torches for emergency repairs. Although I have only placed 1 row of life jackets like this, be sure to have life jackets for every single passenger and crew member. So that means all seats, and at least 3 other jackets for pilot, co-pilot, and flight attendant. Now just close the doors again with light gray wool, and congratulations, you have successfully built your aircraft. Okay, so that's all for this video. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope it works out well for you. Please be sure to subscribe and check out more of my videos. I know I will be making more videos on this airport. Also coming up in the near future, Random5184 and I will be making a full-feature Minecraft movie. I will also be making an update video to this airport when it is completed, so please be sure to check back soon and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks again.